connection. The connection between us and life. And me and IG. Alright. The wise person acts without effort and teaches by quiet example. He accepts things as they come, creates without possession, nourishes without demanding, accomplishes without taking credit. That's all I'm gonna touch y'all with right now. Just know, this book right here, game changer. Game changer. My sensei passed this over to me, and let me tell you something. This is just, it's an eye-opener to who you are, in a sense, like in the big scope of things. We're not talking about, whatever's trending, sexuality, orientation, what kind of car you drive. We're not talking about any of that. As a matter of fact, we're talking about none of that. And that's what this is. It takes you out of all of that. And to be honest, that's a conversation that we need to have more often, at least once a week with ourselves, because we get so wrapped up in these things that set us apart and make us something that doesn't even matter. Like, that's why y'all got problems now. That's why I got problems now. Everybody's a little messed up here or here in some way, shape, or form. Blame it on your parents. Blame it on what you didn't do last year versus what you could be doing right now. Blame it on anything you want to. But there's something in you that is keeping you at the level that you are right here, right now. And you already know what it is. But first and foremost, you got to take out fear and doubt and all that overthinking that you've been doing, all that extra assessing on who you are and what sets you apart and all the things that, just weigh you down into that moment. If I'm so worried about all the things that I don't have, I miss what I do. You see what I mean? If I'm so focused on me being an artist first, I gotta be an artist first. I gotta have this, and this in order. Otherwise, it doesn't make me who I'm trying to be. Well, how did I get here in the first place? How did I know that I wanted to be an artist? Like, it was there. It's already there. Don't worry about what you don't have and what sets you apart from somebody else. Like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what are you taking with you when you flatline, basically? And that's how I'm gonna put it. At the end of the day, it's like, and I'm sorry that, these talks be real harsh sometimes and real just cut straight to the point. We don't have time for the BS, because people nowadays, the fact that we break our content shorter and shorter and shorter means that our minds aren't getting used as much. We're so focused on catching just enough to have what we don't have that just enough becomes our baseline of what we accept. We accept the just enough in our dieting. We accept the just enough for our bodies. Like, oh, I work out just enough to hit this number. It's not where I want to be, but it's enough. What is enough? Enough can be making that goal, or enough can be settling for nothing. Like somebody with no problems, no fear, none of that. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Somebody coming through with, nothing in pocket can be enough for them. And that's okay. I think we do too much overthinking, to be honest, about where we should be versus where we are, and what we have versus what we don't. I might want a Jeep. I don't have the Jeep, but I'm not finna stress over it every single day because I don't have it. And as silly as it sounds, like, who would obsess over a Jeep? You have that one thing that you want more than anything that you currently don't have. And I bet you, one, you just thought of it. Two, you'll probably think about it tomorrow as well. That's your one thing that you're probably obsessing over. You're overthinking it. If it's meant for you to have, if it's the best thing for you to have, it will come to you. But you don't have to stress and stress and stress and stress and stress. You know what I mean? You want it, put it in your mind, okay, cool. But what do you have in replace of that currently that's working for you, that's moving you forward? Accept it and be grateful for it. Because at one point, you didn't have that and you wanted this. So think about it. Be present in your days. Set the boundaries in your mind, not limitations. That's not what I mean. Don't set yourself up thinking I can only go this far because my mind will only go this far. Open up your mind. So it's weird. And I swear, if you pick up a copy of this, you'll be talking like this and you won't even know why. But like the first 2 pages got me like that. When you are opening up your mind, you'll realize that you set boundaries without even thinking about it in other places that you probably once held as the greatest thoughts in your mind, or like that's just how you think. Like how many times have you said that to yourself? Oh no, that's just how I think. That's just me, kind of thing. And in a sense, that right there is a limitation for you. Because the moment that you say, that's where you're at. You're at that enough level. You're just there. And there's nothing wrong with just being there. If that's where you want to be, that's where you want to be. It's not a good, it's not a bad. Too much overthinking can make you feel like something is not what it should be. And sometimes it's exactly what it should be. So the next time that you're sitting there stressing over, oh, I don't know that cool tea time hat that Danny does. No, there's none that you can buy this color, but just saying that right now. But at the same time, what beanie are you rocking? Because the beanie that you have, you probably have all types of memories with it. That's why I wear mine so much. I have memories with it. Yes, I can go out and create my own like a dozen other beanies that I don't have or that I really want. I want some Corey Kenshin merch, but I don't have it. So I have my own. And you know what? I'm grateful for it. Because at one point, I didn't know how to create my own stuff. So at this moment, I'm taking in that being able to have that as an accessibility for me. I'm not stressing over what I don't have. I'm not stressing over what I might miss out on, because if it's meant for me, it'll be there for me. It's never gonna, my seat will be there. You know what I mean? I read a really dope quote this morning, and I don't know, that's really what sparked my mind on overthinking and doubt and fear and the what ifs and stuff like that. Like when you have what ifs, those ideas of, well, what if this doesn't go the way I need it to? What if I apply for this grant or this scholarship or this job or something that I really, really want? Like, this speaks to me. But what if I don't get it? Those what ifs will take you out every single time, because at that moment, the moment you let your brain shift into that thinking, that mode starts to drain your energy. You're no longer putting in the energy of, I can do this. I know how to do this. I was born to do this. Like that energy, that's what you want to cultivate. Okay? When you go out and you do anything, you want to cultivate the fact that this was made for you. That is your seat. I will have it. I'm not thinking about I don't know. I really like it, but I doubt that I could do it. What if this goes wrong? I'm not good enough. Those types of things Those kind of things are the weights that keep you at the level that you are. And we do it all the time. I do it all the time. I'm sure you do it all the time. It could be literally anything. It doesn't have to be anything as big as life-changing. It could be, what shoes am I going to wear today? Like, I know these shoes that I'm wearing, they're trash. There's a hole in the bottom. I don't want to wear these on a rainy day or something like that. I'll step in a puddle. It'll get my socks wet. Not my Kwanzaa socks. I got a pack of Kwanzaa socks. Anyway, not important. Not important. Whole point is, when you set your mind, and just think about that. We always say, set your mind to ba 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 ba. But what are you setting your mind to? That's what you need to know first. Is it the goal that you're trying to accomplish? Is it the feeling that you want to feel in that moment? Establish that, and then that overthinking will get quieter and quieter and quieter. Because as you decide to take a moment and respect your mind's wishes, separate from your body's desires, that's the moment where you sit in the seat of self. Shout out to Oprah. It was something that I had listened to like years ago back in college, where Oprah was talking with, I forgot the gentleman's name, but he was talking about, he went and he was a recluse and stuff like that. Welcome, thank you. He went and he literally removed himself from everything in his life. He went to somewhere overseas where he could just be. Like, I'm talking camping outside, what are those? Not retreat. Yeah, retreats, like different types of retreats and stuff like that. And he just wanted some alone time away from all the day-to-day stresses and stuff like that. And he was able to find his seat of self. And it's an interesting concept to remove yourself from everything that you know, everything that you are as a person, everything that sets you into the place that you are in your, what is the word I'm trying to think? Like your job title and your accounts and everything like that, that just sets you wherever it is you are on the scale of richness and poorness and all of that jazz. And that's a different scale, but we're going to talk about that a different day too, because that one right there is a mindset, okay? It's a mindset, and it's a little bit with reality, which is why we'll save that for next week. But when he did that, it worked for him. He removed himself physically from everything. Ooh. If y'all did that, I can't put in a request. That was an honest gesture. Thank you. If you do, you don't have to, but if you were to, that would be flipping awesome. On a side note real quick, just so I can get my little fangirling out. I don't fangirl over a lot of people. Corey Kenshin's like one of the 10 that I would. But I did like this really cool bandana form, or like mask, during the pandemic and stuff. It's a samurai one, like a shogun one. I don't think he ever got it, but I still did it. And that brings us back to our topic. I didn't overthink it. He came back, and this was around, I think, his 10 million or something like that. And in my mind, I was like, holy crap, he's back. I love his content. I love making art. Let me see what I can make him. And I made him this really cool mask thing. And it's somewhere in my page. You gotta scroll. This is like a year ago or something. But, there wasn't a moment where I was like, what if I send this and he thinks it's crap, and then he talks about it on social media, and now people look at my art like crap. There was no moment of doubt when I set my mind to creating something for somebody else. You know what I mean? Because that's home. Art is home to me. It comes natural to me. I was born to create something to make someone feel something else. Okay? Everybody was. And that's why we always say there's an art to everything that you do, because you yourself are born to do, teach, say, create, whatever it is, whatever is home to you, whatever makes self at peace, that is where you should start when you identify who you are. You know what I mean? I don't often walk up to people and say, hey, I'm Danny the artist. Because at the end of the day, I'm Danny. I'm self. I'm me. Yes, art balances that out. But that feeling that I get from that creating, and the feelings that I get when people feel things, they could hate it, love it, whatever. As long as I make them feel something when I create something, it means I did my job, because it sparked a notion in that person's mind to react in a certain way. And that's all art really is a action into a reaction. Just like science, just like math, you can't tell me it's not all the same. And it's the same as people are the same in their beliefs and their actions and their reactions. Y'all, we got to come together. I'm tired of being so separate that we all can't just have fun in life. Do you know how easy life would be if everybody just shut up and just took a moment to reassess self? You assess self, you're not out there hating, you're not out there challenging, you're not out there, putting in a hustle to get something done. You're out there doing what you love. You're out there being who you love, which means you are giving love, okay? And you're receiving it back. Like, yeah, people are hurt. People are messed up inside, but everybody is, okay? Stop using it as a crutch. And I'm not talking about, the ones that have a lot more serious stuff going on. I'm not talking about the serious stuff. I'm talking about the little things that you know for a fact should not matter, okay? We be arguing over the dumbest stuff online and not looking at ourselves, trying to improve ourselves. And it doesn't make any sense that you would take 24 hours in the day, and out of the maybe 12 that you're actually up, you take that and you spend most of that worried about somebody else. You worry about how they're doing what they're doing, but you're not focused on putting that love into yourself. If you focus on getting into that medium, that balance, like the meter on Tony Hawk or something like that, or what is it? Dead by Daylight, when you got to do the skill checks and you got to hit your marker in that medium, you are that little bar, okay? Your thoughts are the meter that go around. And once you hit that skill check and you hit that point, you're focused on self. I only put it that way because I know a lot of people that follow me are blurs or just nerds. And y'all be like, well, I get it, but I don't get it. Let me put it in simple terminology. Focus on yourself. Mind your own business and figure out you. Once you figure out you, everything else will be as clear as day. Okay? I'm just saying that, look, I keep going back to this, and it's because, it takes yourself out of society. 100%. 100%. your thinking and stuff, it is always welcome. I'm not here just to talk my head off. I just happen to be good at it. So I actually will be doing some more audio recordings today because a lot of you have requested the audio. I saw the story last time. Undeniably, I'm still gonna do the worded quotes for newcomers, and just because I like having the visual quotes there for people to just, you know, remind themselves, oh yeah, this, da 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 da, whatever it is. But a lot of y'all 100% votes on vocal audio quotes, so those will be coming. That just means y'all like hearing me talk, and I appreciate it. So, you know, if this information helps you in any way, please, please, please share it to friends and family who it also might help. You know, it's during the holidays. A lot of people can just use a sense of positive words, or a hello, or, you know, I'm thinking about you text. Like, reach out to somebody that you haven't reached out to in a minute. Check on them. You know, make sure that they're good here and they're also good here. I'm not saying, you know, drive 6 hours plus or something like that, do something crazy. I'm just saying, if you care about somebody's mental, now would be the perfect time to close out the year and touch base with them. Right on time, Mom. My mom's calling me right now. She must be watching her, you know, trying to get in contact. But I'll touch base with her in a second, because I want y'all to remember there is an art to everything that you do and everything that you are. So go out there and be the best you that you could possibly be, okay? Enjoy your weekend. I'll hit you with some more positive quotes, some art, and probably just, oh yeah, and then our service video. Y'all got content coming. Yeah, I ain't sleeping on you. Y'all see me. I be putting in work. All for the visionaries. Love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Hey.